How's it going everyone, JJStar here and welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys episode review. In fact, I don't think I should say Pokemon Journeys anymore since I've finished it. It's Pokemon Aim to be a Master episode review. Well, this is it. There's 11 episodes left for Ash and Pikachu and this is the first one of 11. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode review. So this week's episode opens up with Ash and Pikachu just walking around. They're walking down a path, deciding which way to go. Nothing really big to talk about. They're looking at some Pokemon on the left, looking at Pokemon on the right, and then they're playing a couple of games with each other. And then we get the opening, and it's a new opening. Well, I say new opening, it's the very first opening of Pokemon, but it's kind of remastered. It clues a lot from the first season, but then it shows us the battle between Ash and Paul and Ash and Alan. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was a good remaster of the first opening. Eventually, Ash and Pikachu then lie down on the grass, looking at Pokemon. Like I said, they're on the left, they're on the right, they're up in the sky, they're on the trees, and then they see a Meowth. Ash and Pikachu sit up and look at it and think, we know this Pokemon, we know whose Meowth this is. And of course, it is Team Rocket's. They come in, catch Pikachu, but Ash has a secret weapon, or several secret weapons. He sends out some of his old Pokemon, like Noivern, Donphan, and Sceptile. And can I just say how amazing, how happy it was just to see these Pokemon back, finally after so long. And of course they are no match for Ash and his team, so Team Rocket of course lose, and when they're blasting off, they bump into something in the sky. Now this Pokemon that they bump into is invisible, but we all can tell that it is a Latias. Team Rocket then get propelled to another direction, while Latias heads down and splashes into a lake. This catches the attention of Ash and Pikachu and all the others, and they go down to try and help Latias. Ash heads into the water to get Latias out, and brings out another one of his Pokemon to help, and that is Buizel. Ash then spends the next night and day helping Latias to get it back to full health, but Latias is just scared of humans and scared of the other Pokemon, so it doesn't really understand what is going on. Team Rocket then appear back up and end up catching Latias and Ash into their contraption. Pikachu uses a Thunderbolt to aim at Ash, electrocuting him and exploding the glass, saving Latias and Ash. Latias basically smiles and then flies away, and that is basically where the episode ends. Well, there we go. As you can probably see by this, I'm aiming to have these episodes a bit shorter because it normally takes me hours and hours and hours to edit a 10-minute video. So if I can keep it about 5 minutes, I think I'll be happy with the editing process for this. But anyway, what are my thoughts on this episode? The start of the end. First thing I want to talk about is the opening. Like I said, it was just like the original opening, except it was a bit more remastered. It had a couple parts like the Pikachu taking on Raichu from the original one, which was in there. And it was just really good to see big moments from the first season, but also important parts from late seasons, like I said, with Ash and Paul and Ash and Alan. Really enjoyed it, and I think it was a good remaster remake of the original opening. Let's talk about Ash's old Pokemon. It's so good to see that Noivern, Donphan, Sceptile and Buizel are making a return after so long. I know we've had the preview for next week and I believe we see Ash's Totodile, so that's good. Although Ash only brought out 5 Pokemon, obviously, Pikachu being the 5th one, so I'm interested to see who that 6th member of his team is that he's carrying around for these couple episodes. And then finally, let's talk about Latias. I mean, it was good to see. It's another one of these legendary Pokemon that's just in the episode, but anyway, it was still good to see another legendary Pokemon making its appearance, so yeah, I was happy with that. So I think the rating I'm going to give this episode is a 7 out of 10. It was an okay episode, nothing major happened, it was a decent enough episode and one that I'd probably watch maybe in a year's time or something again. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this episode off. Like I said, I'm going to aim to have these a little bit shorter. Hopefully it's going to be easy to watch and easy for me to edit and everything like that. So if you enjoyed this episode, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know that you want me to continue these. Like I said, there's only 11 episodes, so I'll probably do these if I can keep them this length. Comment down below in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Let me know what you thought of Latios and Ash's old Pokemon making a return. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with the next one.